Hello class, today we discuss the flow profile. So here is the classification of flow profile. So in the flow, there is a critical flow and the subcritical flow and the supercritical flow. So and flow is a depth which is normal depth is indicated by the yn and the critical depth is indicated by yc. So here is the discharge in for the Manning's equation, which is equals to a into b, and for the Manning's b equals to 1 by n r to the power 2 by 3 s to the power 1 by 2. Here for the wide rectangular channel, we consider a wide rectangular channel, that means b is too much greater than of y. So hydrogen mean that area upon perimeter which is equals to yn, because b is too much greater than of yn. So here b into yn divided by is the parameter b plus 2yn weighted parameter. So yn is too much less of b, so there is not much impact on this term. So here we can say b plus 2yn is similar to b. So b to be cut and remaining part is yn. So I will maintain this yn. So we put the values here in q. So yn, or the normal depth, which is equals to q yn divided by b to the power bs to the power 1 by 2 all to the power 3 by 5. So here is the normal depth equation. So hence for larger s, that means slope, bed slope, the larger bed slope, that means normal depth will be smaller, and also the critical depth for the wide rectangular channel is yc is equals to q square by g to the power 1 by 3. Yc is equals to q square by 2 g to the power 1 by 3. Okay, there is a yc, that means critical depth, which is equals to q square by 2g to the power 1 by 3 for the wide rectangular channel. So here we can say the critical depth is independent of bed slope, and the dependent of bed slope and depends only on cross section of the channel. So here is the two conclusions of the derived from wide rectangular channel are valid for all types of channel. So here, if given channel yn and yc are two fixed depth, if qn and s not are fixed, so yn, we know the yn and yc. So here yn is greater than yc. So here yn is greater than yc. That means here with the subcritical flow rate, normal depth. So here we term it will term as mild slope. That means we will say this slope is mild, and yc is greater than yn. That means it will a supercritical flow at normal depth. So here we can say the slope is steep slope, and the critical, that means critical flow at normal depth, that means y equals to yc. So here it will say critical slope, it will indicate in terms of c, mild slope is m and steep slope is. And now the horizontal slope, that means s naught is equals to 0, that means cannot sustain a uniform flow. And it will cannot sustain a uniform flow, and adverse slope will indicate in terms of a, so s naught is less than 0, and in this we also cannot sustain uniform flow. So here is the flow profile, here is the bed slope, this is the bed, this is theta slope. So here if it is mild slope, that means yn is greater than yc, that means this is the depth of yc, this is yc, This is yn yn which is equal to NDF. That means we can say the NDL normal depth, and this is the critical depth line. This is normal depth line and this is critical depth line. In first case, suppose y is greater than yn and yc. That means water is flow above the both the lines. That means y. So here the profile is, so here is the first reason. That means first reason for mild slope y is greater than yn and yc, and the second reason, this is the second reason, this is second reason. So in the second reason, yn is greater than y and y is greater than yc. That means flow in between yn and yc, and the third reason, that means flow in between yc and bed, between bed and yc. So here is the third reason, here is the first reason, and the second reason. For the steep slope, in the steep slope, so here yc is greater than yn. That means critical depth line is greater than the neutral depth line. So here is, this is the neutral depth line, that means yn, and here is, this is the critical depth line, that means yc. So here first condition, that means y is greater than yc and yn, that means flow, water flow above the critical depth line. So this is the first reason for steep slope. In this case, y is above the yc. This is second reason, and this is third reason, between normal depth and bed. So now in critical depth there is, so critical depth, normal depth line and the critical depth line are merged together. So here y is greater than yn equal to yc. That means flow of depth is greater than both of the lines. So this is the first reason, and the neutral depth line and critical depth line at a single line. So there is no second reason, and the y is less than y and yc. So this is the third reason. So, and for the horizontal slope, in the horizontal slope there is only a critical depth line, because normal depth line is infinite. So here y is greater than yc. So this is the second reason, and this is the third reason. So here we will say, it, the first reason it will m1, m2 and m3, second reason m2, and third reason m3. First reason s1, s2, s3, there is c1 and c3, there is no c2. Here s2 and s3, and here a2 and a3. In this also normal depth is infinite, so only a critical depth line. So here this is the channel mild slope, steep slope, critical slope, horizontal slope, and adverse slope. And the reason is m1, m2, m3. We will see here what is m1, m2, and m3. And at m1, depth of flow is greater than of normal depth of flow and critical depth of flow, and m2 is yn is greater than y. That means flow, depth of flow in between normal depth of flow and critical depth of flow. And third one is the depth of flow is lowest of normal and critical. Okay, so here here we will see here, that is we will discuss it later class.